now we have an entry for Ellie Hall. I don't think that's terribly necessary for us to check that out at the moment, now that we've already spoken to them. Who is remaining, though? Huh. Interesting to see that the notice board is now lit up and, well, you know, has the marker on it. We've definitely gone to this notice board before, or at least I thought we did. Was this like this before? Because that would suggest that there are more quests here that we have not yet gotten the chance to check out. And I wonder if that's because we've now started to do more of the main quest. So, I mean, we're probably headed at least roughly in that direction. We could just use this fast travel location to take a quick stop over there, see if there's anything of note. That's probably worth doing. And then we'll make our way over to find the other people that we're supposed to track down. Hold on. There we go. So, yeah, let's see. It could just be that I missed it before. I have to imagine that at one point in time, we did actually look at this notice board. Right? I don't know. At the same time, I feel like we might not have been in this corner. Weights and measures. In light of the continual quarrels distracting our market's stallholders from their primary business of doing business, let me remind you of the officially endorsed weights and measures used in Novigrad. 1 fathom equals 3 ells, 1 ell equals 2 feet, 1 foot equals 12 inches, 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, 1 bushel equals 8 gallons, 1 barrel equals 4 bushels, 1 pound equals 6 ounces, 1 stone equals 25 pounds, 100 weight equals 4 stones. It is requested that all sellers and buyers use this system of measurements. Complaints concerning transactions made in other measurements will be summarily dismissed. Okay. What about this? Warning for new arrivals. Newcomers are hereby informed that in Novigrad, one worships the eternal fire and only the eternal fire. We've definitely read this one before. Quick coin in a pinch? We've read this one as well. Honorable towns dwellers, I deeply regret to inform you about the untimely death of Joachim Schwan, a tax collector. We've read this too. Maybe, as it turns out, there was a marker on our map suggesting that this was of note, but we've actually seen all this stuff before, and it's just mere coincidence that it was showing up this time. We'll buy books. I'm assuming met this guy before if he's the bookseller who's not far away. We'll purchase books, content not important, as long as they're bound in attractive leather, and have titles written in gold plate. I wish to display them in my salon in a bid to lend my domicile gravity and sophistication. Okay, maybe this looks a little bit more like it might be notable for Witcher. Beware, haunted house and cheating merchant. To all upstanding residents of Novigrad, hark the words and warning of a loyal fellow townsman. Do not do business with the blackguard de Jonquier. Though his line is held in high esteem and considered honorable, he himself is a swine and a cheat. He sold me a residence at a most attractive price, knowing all the while the house was haunted. Is this the person that we were talking to previously, where we saw the godling? Might be. There can be no thought of inhabiting it, for an evil spirit torments all who set foot therein. For now the ghost contents itself with rattlings and prankings, but who knows what foul deeds it will turn to in time. Let then anyone with half a bit of wit about them stay far away from said home, and never make a deal of any sort with this defrauding de Jonquier. Okay, I think that's the new part.
And how? Buxom lasses from the land.
And that's not a quest, is it? Oh no, it is. I mean, we probably know what the deal is there. That would actually be a Witcher contract, presumably. And not that one. Is it though? Hold on. Maybe it's actually a secondary quest. Haunted house. Visit the haunted house again? Okay, so at least the game is acknowledging that yes, we have of course been there before. While strolling the bustling streets of Novigrad, Geralt came across a most intriguing notice. It suggested the man named de Jonquier had sold some poor fool the house which Sarah, the lovable yet mischievous godling, used as her dwelling and playground. The notice made it clear the new owner was not amused by this unwanted tenant's pranks. Geralt decided to check up on Sarah and see how she was doing. Okay, just want to make sure this is not like a, hey, for example, Witcher contract in which we are just tasked with killing her. I don't really want to do that. And it seems like, based on the description on that quest, that we don't necessarily need to do that if we're just checking in on her. That might not be such a bad thing. So that could be something we do in the not-so-distant future. But I think, given how we are, like, partway through this part of the main quest here, let's make a point of talking to the other acquaintances that Dandelion has made. So let's do this now. Then, perhaps, we'll consider swapping on over to the other one. Probably still worth teleporting to St. Gregory's Bridge. Might be a bit of a shortcut. Yeah, and depending on where things go from here, we might keep on going with the main quest for a little while longer, or we might switch over. Check in on Sarah. I mean, it was pretty recent, of course, that we saw Sarah, so in some ways I feel like it's not super urgent, but then again, as we've said before, oftentimes the side quests are actually more time-sensitive than the main quest, and the main quest is not time-sensitive, like, ever. It doesn't seem. Well, that's a strong statement, but thus far, the main quest has not really been time-sensitive. Okay, so there's one person here. Except this is locked. How does one get inside in that case? Is there a side door that we could perhaps go through? There's also a captain of the guard out there that we could consider talking to. What? Broken flowers? Oh, what these guys are talking about? I don't know. Let's check it out. Oh, that is the one that we're doing right now. I don't see any changes here. Alas, fate had raised his hopes only to dash them cruelly back to the ground. Geralt did not find me at my proprietorship. His despair was partially lifted when he came across our old friend, Zoltan Shive, but the dwarf had just returned from a long journey and knew nothing of my fate or that of Ciri. Concern wrinkling his brow, Zoltan helped Geralt search every corner of the establishment for clues about where I might be. Other than a few triflings, all they found was a planner containing notes about the woman I had met within the days prior to my disappearance. They divided the names between them and ventured into the city to find the women and ask them what they knew. Yes, but it did just say that this quest updated, and I did not see anything happen. I'll find a way into the villa. Okay, that's what it is. It's this one here. Find a way to get in here. Can we speak to you?
What do you want?
So... we did hear that she was an aspiring sword master, and that they were running out of people to teach her swordplay because she was destroying all of them. So, thinking that's probably a reasonable way to convince people to let us in. Probably a lot more convincing than saying we're the new cook. And my guess is if we just go with the straightforward, I'm looking for this person, they're going to say, no, my job is to prevent people from finding her.
Rosavar Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits.
There you have it. Simple enough.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
That may be, but at the same time, are there other things in here that we could loot? Because this might be our only opportunity to do that. Like, we wouldn't have gotten that raspberry juice if we had just gone straight in. Anything hiding in this corner? No. Was more to loot over here, though. Oh, and there's perhaps even something quest-related over here? Oh, but it's locked. Okay, so I think we'll want to talk to this Rosa. Perhaps do a little bit of sword training with her. And then we might get the chance to check out what's through that door. Or, tell you what, that marker is actually on this floor here. So I think we just go in. Aiden? Hello? Where's the people we're actually... Oh, through that door. That's the people we're looking for. Over through there. Silver pantaloons are actually good. You can break those down into silver. Horse Whistler, I'm pretty darn certain we've read. Same with that one. I think. So let's head on over. Oh, I didn't realize that was there? Was that on this there? I don't know. Anyways. Hello. The butler. Well, I'm sorry. I take it back. I will never speak to you again.
Nothing hurts as much
There's
as life.
a sword there, yes, which could perhaps be useful for, like, training. Presumably we're not using actual pointed weapons here. My guess is also that you're, like, not gonna let me loot this stuff here. You're gonna be like, Geralt, pick up that sword. Definitely read that. I recognize the name of that book.
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire.
Trail of the Elder Races, that might be new. And now, there's a chance we might be able to use our own sword and actually deal damage to it, which is probably a horrendous idea. Don't do that, but I am curious to know if it's possible. I won't test it, but just a thought. Just a thought. What is a non-human? The answer is simple. As the very name suggests, it is something which resembles, yet nevertheless is not a human. But walks on two legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in a similar attire, it all the same has more in common with a base beast than noble man. Have we read this? Dwarves are like moles? Yeah, we have. We definitely have. Okay. Yeah, let's take it. We did see
Follow me.
a store that was selling wooden swords before, and they were marked as quest items, and we were wondering, what exactly is the deal there? Maybe this is the reason why. So let's make a point of actually equipping it, although it might technically be in the quest item category. It is? Okay, so... Okay, we can still equip it, though. So, let's make a point of doing that. Low damage. Oh, it's 70% durability. It's broken down. We should repair it. Get stronger. Let's save. Just in case. Just in case something goes horrendously wrong here. And then let's see who our training partner will be. Hello.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Huh? What? What do you mean? You want us to, like, whack a training dummy or something? Oh no, just take off the armor? Okay. What gives? Oh, yep. And she is perhaps a boss of sorts. Now, of course, the guard did say, like, don't actually hurt her. And, I mean, we are fighting with wooden swords, yes, so I don't know that this is actually going to be something that does kill her if we, say, drop her down to 0 HP. But I'm a little bit concerned about that, seeing as previous occasion when something like this happened, you know, it did perhaps permanently kill an important character.
You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really?
Geralt, that was supposed to be a secret.
And how on earth did you get in?
Well, see, I mean, both these things are true, but not sure which one is more likely to lead her to cooperate with what we're trying to get out of her. I mean, this perhaps would just mean she'd get all concerned about her guards not doing their job well, which might take some of the pressure off of us, whereas this one draws a lot of attention to us, and if she's not a fan of Witchers, which may very well be the case, then probably not going to be too happy about saying hello. Guess maybe we do this? Might not make a
Guards are
difference.
left to muster. Let me right in. Just had to tell them I was here to teach you swordplay.
I told Father they're a band of imbeciles. But if you're not the instructor, then who exactly are you? Have you come to rob? Kill? Speak?
Neither. So what do you say we stay calm?
So you're not bad with a sword.
Before I
That's
ask,
true.
gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
That's true, but, I mean, we're basically giving you a lesson for free, so, like, take the advice. We're better than any instructor you would probably get otherwise, because you've been walloping all of your previous instructors and we just beat you.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean
Okay.
He wasn't, but you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us.
That's
Seems
not
my
really the
sisters
point,
had a
though.
bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
What? Okay. Sure. Ow. You did actually hit me there. I was deliberately parrying, because that seemed like that was kind of the name of the game. Now you're blocking everything. Just do that, and oh, okay, well, I did kind of let you just get a combo off. Probably should just block the first one, and then, oh, try to follow up with a quick combo of our own.
Barely handle one.
Or maybe we just let you go through the whole thing. Then we jump in. Yeah, I don't want to kill you.
You're quick.
That much I don't want to do. So, like, could you stop now?
Stop flaunting and fight.
Yeah, but see, like, the thing is, can't help but notice your HP bar is rather low right now, and this is somewhat of concern. But, okay. But are you gonna stop anytime soon, perhaps? Is peace perhaps on the menu?
Why bother with two swords? Damn it! Well,
Okay.
if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
That's kind of what I was trying to say, is that we're better than any instructor you would actually be paying to get. At the same time, is that actually you hitting on us? Possibly, so I'm a little reluctant to go this route, but just in
Politely
case.
refuse a request from a lady.
Yeah.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You
Who are
asked
you?
about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Oh? So he thought he was wooing one of you, but actually it was the other, and you were doing the whole, like, one of you is pretending to be the other person thing? Because you're twins? Or just sisters that look very similar? Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm assuming is the case, but why don't you fill us in here?
Sorry, you lost me.
You're not the first to be confused. I'll explain.
And one of you
Edna sent
doesn't
Dandelion
officially
some love
exist?
letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad.
Oh.
He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Easy, ladies.
Calm down,
Easy.
ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister.
She was the
I would
one who
never
knew
spend
him, not
time
me.
alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Alright, who was Dandelion actually praising? Well, yeah, maybe we talk about something else instead, like, was Dandelion acting kind of funny?
lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Yeah, it's not
Relic
exactly
lessons
the
in a
most
cemetery.
romantic of date
Unusual
locations.
dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Okay. What about those politics, right?
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
Sure.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
How's the war going? I
Wonder
guess.
how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Okay, so would be a valuable asset to either side, and does seem as though we might have a part to play in terms of who, if anyone, gets the chance to claim Novigrad.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Okay. So things maybe not going quite as well as they might at first seem for Nilfgaard. But now for like the actual task at hand here.
Changing subjects.
Yeah, like who's actually Dandelion's favorite?
Who'd dandelions sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trebarits. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say
Wouldn't put it past him.
You've gone all red in the face just talking about it. Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Calm down. Yeah, like, on one hand, I should probably go. At the same time, please don't actually scratch each other's eyes out.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again.
I mean, we would have to trick the guards.
Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
See, like, if we're actually talking sword lessons, then sure, why not? If we're talking about some other stuff on the side, then not really. I suppose we could say yes and then just maybe not show up if it seemed like that was the direction in which this was going, but sure.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Yeah, definitely getting those vibes. In which case, not really what I'm looking for. As for whether that's actually something time-sensitive where we actually need to show up at the same time, hard to say. Is that actually a guard or just armor? Just armor. Okay. New quest, fencing lessons. Hey, it is a full-blown quest, it does seem. Curious if there's anything else down here. Also, a little curious to talk to you. Huh?
Pearson?
Oh, that is not English. What that is. Hence the the text in brackets. I was wondering what the deal was there.
K-Swex.
You as well. Okay, and let's just take a quick look at that quest there, see what the deal is. Fencing lessons. Go to the Var Otter residence tomorrow to give Rosa fencing lessons. Does say tomorrow in the quest. That would probably suggest that we do really need to make it tomorrow. Geralt had learned that Rosa von Otter was a passionate devotee of the art of swordplay. The fencing lesson Geralt had given her while searching for yours truly had thrilled her to the core. Yeah, and left her asking the Witcher if they could meet again for a repeat. Geralt had plenty of experience teaching young women with fiery personalities how to swing swords, so Agreed. Yeah. Hold on. Please don't actually whack us with that sword. Also, where's the staircase? Here it is. Okay. So, I suppose we could do it?
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
Oh, I know, right? They're the worst. There's also not a door there. There is a door there, though. Let's head on out of here and perhaps notify the guards that they were quite silly for letting us in.
None of your kind will get in here on my watch.
Is that so? Really now? Alright, if you say so. So, next, however, we probably do still want to target these two people, and that likely means that by the time we're done, well, what time of day is it? It's, I believe, starting to get late. So, by the time we're done, maybe that means it'll be tomorrow, in which case we can go back for our fencing lesson. But looks like the people we're looking for are over in this direction. Or at least one of them is. Well, actually, this might be closer. The heck? Where's that?
My hair just done. The rain will ruin it.
You are very upset about the rain, and you have never been happier in your life. Same with you. Sounds like typical family. Okay, so our next person is down there. And, well, I'm thinking jumping is probably not the right answer. Probably better if we were to, you know, take the stairs. So they're over, not here, but in this building. Hold on, let's eavesdrop. They talking about Dandelion? They might be. Okay. Now let's check out what's going on here. Oh, children. Oh, we did see this little school before.
I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I mean, can we attend? Okay, if you insist.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out...
And what happens if we just stay here?
Where are ya?
A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd you get bit?
It hurt him much.
Will he die?
Oh, okay, we've seen this conversation yet, so let's just duck out for a second. And, we can wait for their lesson to be done? Okay, gather your things and go home.
It just rains and rains.
Now we should be able to speak to her.
Mum says that if your butt catches a cold, it's as good as
Hello.
a rain.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Oh.
Maybe... No. Won't
mean,
even try to
I always
guess
thought he
why
was a
he
fun
wanted
guy.
to do that.
That's true.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand
Dandelion,
abandoned
come
my
on,
knee
man.
to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Oh. Okay. And penicillin's obviously, important, is it a fungus? Might be a fungus, but yeah, don't know if you guys know that yet or not, but also the fact that you guys were bonding over fungi is just very, very odd. I suppose you are, of course, a teacher, but still.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
I don't think we did.
No. Didn't see any.
Sorry, I don't think Dandelion kept any of
The
those.
snakelly whip rose skyward. Jihor, crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin chin.
Sorry,
And then flew your house
don't
in?
know much about poetry.
Geralt's like, I'm out of my element.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life.
Yeah, you could say
He
that.
never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Yeah, that's probably for the best for both of you.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Okay, that's an odd way to look at us, sure. But I suppose we've now finished speaking to you, and that leaves us with just Molly, and we haven't gotten much in the way of important information that might lead us to Dandelion, so Molly, you're kind of our last hope in that regard.
Stop it!
So, let's see, you are actually back in this direction. Let's just pick out where more specifically that is. Not too far. Okay. Let's not go through the sewers to get there. Hopefully that is not necessary. Don't think it should be.
Just brains and brains.
We head around this way and loop around this area, then I think we will be able to do it. Yeah, so Molly, you better have some pretty awesome information for us. I think we actually want to go slightly further. And here? In this building somewhere? How do we get up there?
This will pass.
It's not the passiflora over there. It's this building here. Oh, it's the lavalets. Okay, that makes sense. Like I was saying, we know a bit about them.
This Baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Oh,
Either
it's
way,
a chambermaid.
Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General.
What?
You're right. I'm
General?
here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
Wait, we do? We have? We met him in Vizima? I don't recall this, but sure?
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't
Apparently,
question you
though I
out of
can't recall
those.
what they are.
Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Perhaps. We do kind of have something on our calendar for tomorrow, though. Are the races happening soon, or is that like a next week kind of thing? Because we're kind of busy right now. So, like, if you guys could bump it back, like, another day or two, that would be awesome. Because, yeah, like, we want to go, we really do, it really doesn't work for us. So, I don't know if this is going to instantly take us over there, but okay.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
I think we're gonna get moved over there. Whether we want to go straight there or not. So this guy is a general, a Nilfgaardian general at that. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna end up blowing off our whole training session based on what is about to happen right now, seemingly. Unless time stands still while we're doing this, which seems unlikely. It is a few hours later, in fact. I mean, maybe this is a quick race, but I'm doubtful
My
of
father
that.
owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Call
Sure.
every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Okay.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My
He's like,
point's
really?
the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised it didn't salute you, General.
Yeah, what about the others?
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control.
I see.
And the bay hails from Zericania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zericanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Okay, also, I mean, the whole reason why we went here was to talk to Molly, so, like, cool horses and all that, but, where's Molly?
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait.
I suppose. But yeah, it does seem like horses are kind of like your thing.
Seem to know your horses.
I mean,
No,
you do
is
you.
not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Yeah, something
came
told
here
me we
for.
were headed in that
Don't
direction.
make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
I mean, I would like to talk to Molly, and we are kind of on a tight schedule here, but
Why
if
not?
you insist.
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Now, I'm guessing this
Well
guy's going to be
said.
really good.
So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Oh, we're taking one of those down there. Zericanian Bay, you said, had lots of stamina. This one is good, but hard to control. One of these two was the one that our friend here said he wanted to use. I think it's probably this one, because it was the second one that we looked at. Let's go with the stamina, though. I mean, part of me wants to spite him and take this horse that he wanted.
I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Okay. Sure. Are we going straight into this thing? Perhaps? Okay.
Faster.
I adore the speed, the
Go,
rush of
go.
Okay, so we do have our route here. That's good to see. Our stamina, wow. Yeah, it does seem like it is incredible. It is barely going down. I'm sprinting this entire time. He is way behind us right now. I think we deliberately take a minute,
Slower.
get some stamina back. And yes, he will catch up a bit, but that is probably worthwhile. Just so that we don't blow through all our stamina immediately. I don't know how far this race is, and we have the the strategy, of course, of deliberately blocking him, like so, while we regenerate some of our stamina, but that was hard. Bad timing. Bad timing. Very bad timing, in fact. Oh no, I thought that was the finish line for a second. I was like, oh, that was the wrong time to pick to do that.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Yes, but also, like, can we get some of our stamina back by blocking you first?
Don't spare the horse.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to, actually. That is precisely what I'm trying to do at the moment. But it would be really helpful if I knew where our actual finish line was, so that I knew when to be done. Oh, well, apparently we did it. actually,
What a thrill!
grand scheme of things,
A beautiful
I
victory.
don't think it was one of our hardest horse
For one
races.
for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Thank you.
Now, could I talk to your
You
chambermaid?
might actually already have a superior racing saddle.
Yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Something tells me it's not going to be straightforward. Oh, let's just head on back. No problem. Where are we exactly, by the way? Oh. So this place does actually exist on our map, notably. It is way over to the east in the greater Oxenfurt area of sorts. I mean, this is, I think, actual Oxenfurt here, and less so this spot here, but... So tempting as it is to explore this area, there is a fast travel location here. Let's see what this says. The fertile soils of the Pontar Delta guarantee the inhabitants of Novigrad full granaries and full stomachs all year long. This is called... just the Pontar Delta? Okay. Because we, of course, did hear basically the opposite about Velen down here, that everything is terrible and nobody here is happy, everyone is dying. So, for an area not far away to have everything right with the world is a little alarming, but I suppose, you know, River Delta, that's a thing. Those are typically the most fertile of areas, so sure. But the thing is, I think we probably make a point of using this fast travel location of coming back here on a later date, because if we are trying to squeeze in that other side quest still, and that is truly time sensitive, because I think it is, we probably want to make a point of making this fairly quick here,